it or not, might the Pope have to pay taxes, file with Uncle Sam? After all, he's an American citizen. And yes, that possibility is now being discussed. Joining us now here on the Hill is Caroline Bruckner. She's a tax professor at American University's Kogod School of Business, live with us tonight here on the Hill. Nice to see you. Hello. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
I read this weekend, and I had to read it 3 or 4 times, Caroline, because I said, what? Uncle Sam might want some paperwork from the Pope? Explain.
Well, so the U.S. is unique among developed countries in that it taxes U.S. citizens on their worldwide income.
Okay.
So if you're a U.S. citizen and you live outside the U.S. for a full year, you generally, and you earn income, you generally may be subject to a tax return filing like everyone else.
Yeah.
But there are exceptions for generally for people that earn less for below a certain amount. And that gets adjusted for inflation every year. And so for this year, it's going to be $130,000. So given that he's likely to follow in his predecessor's footsteps and not take a formal salary, there's a good chance that Pope Leo will be below that $130,000 cap.
Can you tee up the soundbite, please, from the acting IRS commissioner? Because he was on NewsNation earlier today, and Connell McShane asked him this question. If we have it, let's roll it, please, real quick.
It's based upon where the income is generated. So I believe, I mean, I don't know enough about Pope Leo, but I believe he is going to generate that income in the United States. I don't know enough about his citizenship to know whether or not there would be a tax on him.
That seemed like we're not sure what we might do here. In fairness, I don't know that he's thought about this. But.
So it could be that Pope Leo generates speaking fees that he donates back to the church. But even if you generate those fees and choose to donate them, it may still trigger a tax filing obligation. And one would think that the Pope charges a pretty hefty fee for speaking engagement.
I mean, yeah, who knows?
But there's also bigger questions that are at play here, given that he is going to be the head of the Vatican Bank.
Right.
And there are...
And so real quick, that was sort of set up from an agreement with Pope Francis.
Right. In 2015, Pope Francis, in trying to pursue an agenda of transparency and reporting, signed an agreement with the United States that would require and subject those accounts to U.S. banking and reporting requirements. But those requirements never were expected to come into play because who saw an American
saw this coming? You're going to teach this in class?
Absolutely. It's something that we're going to cover.
I'm telling you, I saw the headlines and I was like, but then I guess it kind of makes sense. Caroline Bruckner, thanks so much. Thanks for being with us tonight here on The Hill.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.